Hi, my name's Shamash, and today I'm going to be sharing with you how you can overcome the 3 causes of fatigue. So if you're feeling really fatigued, really tired all the time or more often than you'd like, I'd like to explore with you the 3 areas in which you can work to help you to work through it and overcome it. And they are the physical, the mental or emotional, and the spiritual dimension. So first of all, let's start with the physical. And this is the one where people go to mostly, first of all. If you're feeling really tired, then it could be to do with a lack of sleep, quite simply. It could be to do with a lack of exercise or physical activity. It could be something to do with the food that you're eating. So these kind of physical aspects to ourselves. And most of the advice you find is kind of focused on that area. So consider, do you simply need to stop using your phone late in the evening and going to bed a little bit earlier? Do you need to just make sure you do your 20 or 30 minutes of physical activity every day, brisk walking or whatever it may be for you? And you need to think a little bit more about the food that you intake. Are you eating stuff which is very high in sugars or an unbalanced diet? So there may be some areas there that you can work on. So that's the first dimension. Secondly is the mental or emotional. And if your emotions may be the source of your fatigue and tiredness, it could be to do with a lack of acceptance. I like to teach an approach called acceptance and commitment training, and acceptance is really at the heart of it. And another word for acceptance is just being open, allowing, letting things be. So when all these different emotions that come up for us, and obviously we have a whole rainbow of emotions, fatigue can arise, I think, when we have a lot of low mood or anxious moods or anger moods, and we don't make peace with them. We don't allow them to be there, and instead we fight them. And at the moment, because of all the huge changes happening in our society, there's this overwhelm or a strong sense of these whole rainbow of emotions coming up for us. And if we're not used to meeting those emotions and just letting them be there, like, I'm feeling anxious at the moment and that's okay, making peace with that, allowing yourself to feel that feeling, that could be a source of great tiredness and fatigue if there's this sense of constantly fighting with our feelings. And this is something which is kind of almost a work in progress for us all at different levels. No one's perfect at accepting their emotions, but you can start gently and kindly moving towards making a bit more space in your heart to let your emotions be as they are. And finally, on the dimension, I'm calling it spiritual. It could be to do with connecting with meaning or values for you. You can use whatever word is most meaningful for you. But in this dimension, I think there's a fatigue or a tiredness that can come from trying to control things too much. The universe is much bigger than our little selves, in a sense, and it goes in its own way. And the more we try to control and fix and make life go the way we want it to, as our strong desires are, it's just never going to work out. If you just cast your mind back 5 or 10 years, I'm sure that the situation you're in now is not exactly what you thought would be happening. Things go in a very different way to the way we plan it. And if you can kind of make space to allow life to flow and go with the flow of it, then it's a lot easier than trying to control things. In fact, I've got this new graph that I've invented, which is basically control and suffering. And the more we try to control things, the more there is suffering that comes up for us. So if you want to reduce your fatigue or your suffering, then see if you can notice the fact that you're trying to control things too much, and it's that control that may be causing the struggle. And maybe you just need to allow things to be. And you just need to sleep more on a day, or you may not get your plans done, or you may not be able to talk to the person the way you want to, or someone may say something which is not what you want them to do. But that's what's happening. That's what life is offering to you. So really, truly allowing it to just be as it is and be as you are can help you to kind of make peace with the moment and make peace with how your life is unfolding. So there are 3 different dimensions, 3 things to consider: the physical, mental, emotional, and your spiritual dimensions, and where you can make peace with it, not only to reduce your fatigue, but to cultivate a rich and meaningful life through taking this kind of approach. So I hope you found that helpful. Thanks for watching. And if you're watching this on YouTube, then feel free to subscribe if you want more such videos too. But thanks a lot for watching this, and very happy to see your comments and respond to them all. Bye for now.